Sup home skillets, welcome to a new week. Welcome to the old Monday. Tonight we're going to do some Southeast Asian cookery. Nominally, we'll do a chicken green curry, Thai style, and we'll do some rice, and we'll also make some spring rolls from scratch too. Whatever tomat. Ah, yes, Thai. It is definitely, I would say that Thai, as far as Asian food goes, we probably eat the most. Yeah, more than Chinese these days. We've got a lot of really good Thai restaurants here in Canberra, and I'm getting closer to being able to replicate it. And there are some great recipes in Rick Stein's Far Eastern Odyssey. Well worth checking out if you want some good Southeast Asian. They call it the Far East, but I guess they're in Britain, so. Oh, that's exciting. What are you? What sort of like chicken? Are you using protein in, or are you just doing a vegetable korma? Yeah, practice makes perfect with this kind of thing. So we're going to kick it off, and we're going to make the paste. We will do the paste. All of these things. Korma is a good example of where the longer you let it sit, the better. But who's got time for that? And when are you going to start streaming this tomat? I say tomat in a Greek accent because my neighbour is Greek. So we want lemongrass, ginger, chilies, lime, peppercorns, garlic, shallots, and shrimp paste. Can do. Chicken, nuts and yogi, awesome. Yeah, I like Northern Indian. I do. That's cool. So garlic. I have a real ginger, and we have lemongrass in a tube. Yeah, it does. And to be honest, like people do, like, what do we get? So like, what is this? These are really good, and there's nothing bad in them. Same with all the Indian pastes. Chili, garlic, finger root, shallot, lemongrass, salt, basil, lime, sugar, spices, and galangal. So that is literally all that's in this. So don't be afraid to use Indian curry pastes are the same. They're really high quality stuff. Put pics in Discord. Pics or it didn't happen. So where's my ginger? You know what, actually? Yeah. It's always worth using the things that are already open. Lemongrass. 5 fat stalks. I will say this is 5 fat stalks. I overdid it with the lemongrass last time, so we're just going to be a little bit more conservative. Ginger, 15 grams of peeled and chopped, which is about that. Garlic, shallots. I don't know if I have shrimp paste. I might have to use fish sauce. Pepper. quite a lot of pepper. And I have a green chili somewhere. I don't know how hot it is. Oh, I need shallots as well. Oh, I should have just put all this in the food processor. Oh well. So I'm going to do a mixture because these are actually pretty sad. I have a red onion here as well. So we're just looking for the allium, the sort of base allium. But yeah, I went to a night class for Indian cookery because I was so frustrated that I could never get it to taste like Indian takeaway. That I was like, a lot of it is the timing. Like taking your time, letting it sit is definitely a thing. And I'm actually going to start this off in a pressure cooker. Primarily because I forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer. But I'm on a bit of a pressure cooker thing at the moment. Oh no, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. The wind is up. This autumn is coming in and it's wreaking havoc with my allergies. It's very tiring, I find. Smells good. And then the same for some red onion, just because I've got it here. Whoops. And I do want to assess the heat of this chili before I go too over the top. It's pretty mild. You know what? I am going to put it in the food processor. I've changed my mind. Oh, and the fish sauce. Okay. do occasionally have shrimp paste, but not tonight. And I'm going to hit it just with a little bit of oil, more for the sake of it effectively wazzing the contents. Whoops. Actually, I haven't used this for a while. Salt. I was just thinking to myself, what about the salt? Yes, and so I don't have any kaffir lime, so maybe just a squirt of lime juice. Oh, that chili's just made my nose run a bit. Oh. Round two. Smells good. Cool. Okay. So, yeah, we'll start this. Actually, what I'll do is, now we'll get it. Hang on, I'll probably check the recipe again. Although I'm basically just gonna make this one up, to be honest. What am I Thai? Or is it? I'm not sure. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Whoa. All right, so we let that get hot. And so in it, I think we're going to do, we got some broccolini, which is actually a bit old at this stage, but that's okay. Some beanettes. Don't know what makes them beanettes. I would just have said it beans, to be honest, but what do I know? I think I'm even going to leave them whole like that. Thai basil. It just makes me think of pho. I don't think I've done a pho on stream, but I feel like I should. Chili's not massive on it for some reason. That's warming up. Just instantly that smells like Thai. And I had this, actually I guess tomorrow we'll have to have a, maybe I'll do a stir fry or something. So with the curry paste, it's always good to cook it for a while, but not necessarily all that high. The action of getting a lot of the flavor and the aromatics out of what you've just blended is a function of the oil being drawn into the ingredients and then let out again through storing and using water. I forget, there's an Indian word for it that I can't remember. Presumably there's a Thai equivalent. When I got this can opener, I had to refer to the manual. It's an awesome can opener, but I didn't know how the hell it was supposed to work. It even smooths the edges of the tin. There you go. So baby corn, bamboo, water chestnut. And sprouts. Yeah, it's going to be more than enough. That can go in the fridge. Okay, and then while that's going, we'll just try to chop the meat. Go over there. Get some stuff for the spring rolls. It's not a complicated proposition. We've got some cabbage. We'll grate some carrot, and then what else? What else wants to go in there? That's Canada. Hopefully you're still Canada and not part of America by now. So you see how this is starting to brown a little bit? We hit it with a bit of water. It cools it down and then it lets the process start again, and this is how you get an aromatic curry. Yeah, now I'm wondering to myself, what else do I put? In to spring rolls. I'll Google it in a second. I'm just going to grate it. I've already made too much. Mushrooms? Hang on. And we'll just pause that for 1 second. Wait, maybe the spring roll pastry will tell me. Prawns, garlic, bamboo shoot, bean sprout, carrot. Okay, yeah, so what we'll do is we'll get a bit more. I can't be bothered doing the prawns tonight, so we'll just use some of this. Okay. Yeah, okay, I don't have any zucca. I'm just going to use this. I'm getting just the whole mix, really. It kind of, I suppose it doesn't matter. Actually, water chestnut, there's a Canadian thing. We had a Canadian, well, we still have a Canadian friend, and it was water chestnuts wrapped up in bacon with barbecue sauce, like as little hors d'oeuvres. Which I'd never come across before. Yeah, I feel like we've got variety here, hopefully. And then that can just sit. Oh, making a mess. Well, there's nothing wrong with sticking with what you know. Ow, ow, sharp knife. It takes practice. Like, one of the newer things that I eat and really like is oysters. Like, I would never have considered eating an oyster. I mean, you know, I'm not. Actually, that's one of the few things that I sort of didn't eat. But, well, how long? Like, a couple of years now, but like where before I just wouldn't eat an oyster. Now that I have, I'm like, oh, I get it. I always wanted to know why people love them so much. Now I understand. Okay. And we saute again, and we get our chicken. So this is chicken we won in a raffle. It's also very yeah, that's it. Like, and also, like, as a kid, I was never really all that much into fish. My parents never really ate a huge amount of fish, but salmon is one of my most favourite things. Now, there's the thing. I haven't ever had Canadian salmon, but I understand Canadian salmon to be something quite special. From a tin. I don't know if. We have. Are you a gamer? I'm just going to assume you're a gamer because you're on Twitch. There's a really good meatloaf recipe in the Elder Scrolls cookbook, and this was a bit of a revelation. She uses smoked oysters. Pork loaf, 139. Yeah, so like this is meatloaf essentially, but with a tin of smoked oysters blended into it, and it doesn't taste like oysters, but man, it makes such a huge difference. This is a great recipe. Now that things are cooling down, we will be doing some more Elder Scrolls. You can bet your bottom gold piece. Okay. Oh, still very, very, very solid. I'm gonna have to defrost it a bit. Whoops. Fresh oysters is where it's at. Defrost is defrost 2. I don't need it to defrost too much. I just don't want to. I don't have a cleaver, and I didn't want to. Just sharpen this knife. I don't want to ruin it now. A little bit more water while we go into a holding pattern. It smells amazing. Coriander is the other thing. I sense some slaw in the very near future. Okay. Now, the other question is, am I going to bake them or deep fry them? I think I am going to. think I am. And so we'll get maybe this one. Oh, that is in portrait mode. Okay. Uh-huh. It's really quite a large chicken thigh. Oh, coconut. I've run out of MSG as well. That would be something that makes a difference, especially from a takeaway. I'll just use a little chicken stock. So we're not looking to brown this at all. I just want to get like a little bit of, I want the edges, the outsides to be just a little bit cooked, but this, we're going to be doing this under pressure, so it doesn't really matter all that much. And for those who are just joining us, the reason why I'm doing this is because I forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer. And pressure cooking takes care of that. Something bottom. Welcome to the show. We're doing a little bit of Thai style cookery this evening, based on a Rick Stein recipe, and using some of the chicken that we won at the meat tray raffle at the Labour Club. I can't remember if you were in the last stream, but yeah, we won 2 meat trays when we were there last, and that's a lot of meat. So we'll start this in here, we'll cook the chicken in here, and then we'll move it over to the stove. But yeah, I think many streams has it been now? I'm pressure cooker all the way at the moment. Ooh, more like a yellow curry. And I do want just a little bit of water, I think. So I'm gonna cook the chicken like this, and then I'm gonna add the veg after we get it out of the pressure cooker. Here's the lid. So we're gonna pressure cook for 7 minutes on high. Got some new RAM for my streaming laptop. I hate doing anything on laptops. They're just so tightly packed. Anyway, taking it up to, cost me $54 to get another 8 gig of RAM, so up to 16 gig. I messed up the trackpad a little bit. I have to take it apart again because the click of the mouse pad isn't as clicky as it should be, but that's helped. So, oh, I say that and then the music stops. Well, they did say it was a beta bit of software. I'm gonna restart that software. Okay. Spring rolls.
Like Southeast Asia in here.
Smells like bloody Thailand. We're recovering from quite a large, what was a 7.4 magnitude earthquake.
Yeah, I actually saw 2 scary clips today. One of them, I'd already seen a video of like an infinity pool washing over.
Yeah.
But I saw a video of people who were actually in an infinity pool when that started happening.
And where they're like, surf's up!
They were like, and then like they ran and got out, and then they're like going to get their bag, and I'm like, what are you doing? No, you best run. And then as soon as they did that, there was some pillow that had floated in and just went floated off the side. God, that was like my worst nightmare right there.
That's a pretty bad nightmare.
That is full on. And then there was another video showing people that stupidly went into a lift
Oh yeah.
to go down.
That's not what you do.
Yeah, and then they got trapped in the lift and they got out.
Well, good.
But yeah, it looked. Just the thought of being in an infinity pool in an earthquake. That is a new fear unlocked that I didn't know that I had.
Yeah. You do have to watch out for that, don't you? I tell you.
That's my earthquake update.
Very scary. Would you like a cup as well?
No.
Oh yeah, that's right. Here. All right. Well, we're going to look at spring rolls next. Trang's Oriental House.
Where did you get the sweet Duke pins from?
PAX. I've been hunting around if Harlem ever comes back. I was like, I'm sure because I've got this. Yeah, actually, I'll grab them. I have more pins than this, but I can't find them.
I think I might have them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe I gave them to you. But I was like, if he wants them, I can send him a PAX Oz 2023. I feel like I've got other patches as well. And then this Doom stuff is from when we saw Mick. Oh no, this was before you actually. When I saw Mick Gordon, and so that's some cool pins.
Wasn't that just last year?
Yeah, I've seen him a couple of times. It tells you. So that's my pin update.
I feel quite hungry.
Man, I did so much work today.
You did.
It's just not right.
It's tough being employed. Oh, and I found, while I was in there, I found my my creeper, Lasty Band.
Uh-huh.
So I thought we'd listen to some Minecraft while I made dinner as well. And maybe we'll play some. I just got 2 Point Museum, has just come out. And it's funny. It's funny. So I played a fair bit of 2 Point Hospital. Comedy Gold. I haven't played 2 Point University, but I assume it's also Comedy Gold. And yeah, it just makes me laugh. No, Mick and Bethesda don't get along anymore. Okay, I'm gonna need some sort of a strategy here. What's for dinner? I was gonna say Doomshine. I'll grab another tea towel. Do I have another Buzzme one? No. I thought I had heaps. Hang on. Maybe they're in there. Not tonight. Well, Minecraft update is out, and I've updated my server so you can jump in at any time. I'm living in a sand biome, which is a little bit concerned about how much steam is going into that light. Well, you're only one tin away from having exactly what I'm having for dinner. Yeah, well, so it's now set up so minecraft.buzzme.com is always going to be the address, and I have the server set to, it backs itself up every night at like 4:30 in the morning. Oh, I guess that's the morning, not the night. And it auto updates, and so this is just going to be a persistent world that's just there forever, is the idea. So I've been playing a fair bit. Greening them. Well, you should jump in then, Tomato. Do you play online, or is this just a? Because I've just it's set to it's survival, but it's an open. It's an open server. And yeah, I'm in a desert biome, which has generated right next to an ice biome, and that's kind of weird. But I was like, nah, screw it. I'm going in on this. I got my nether portal up pretty quickly. Need a little bit of water. That is one of the drawbacks of being in a desert biome. I'm like, oh, there's no greenery at all. That's right, this will take a while. Well, minecraft.buzzme.com. Come on over. It's vanilla. It's bedrock. If that is a problem. And it's essentially just me living my life. Why are these so sticky? Yeah, man. So I did have a Spigot server for a bit. On Bedrock, because just the variety of people that sort of occasionally join. Yeah, that's fair enough. What's happening here? I think I need a splash of water, a spritz. Where is my water bottle? What the hell? Well, I messed this top one up, so we're going to start from scratch. Well, I was only 10 seconds ahead of you. Let's try that again. Was there any tips? Nope. Yeah, I don't remember having this much trouble last time. Maybe it was just the courage of my convictions, as Julia Child would say. Maybe I just needed to go a bit faster even. Yeah. I think I've got 2 layers, but that's okay. I got this disc off a creeper yesterday. Yeah, the chicken's moistening my key light. No, we're good. There we go.
I would actually like a glass.
A glass.
Full glass.
My glasses. What's so funny?
So steamy.
So steamy. Problem is you can,
survive such treatment?
hopefully.
It's getting a bit moist.
Yeah, I can't stop it in the middle of the process though. And no. What is going on here? Seems easier on this side. Oh yeah. Okay. I think we're going to do it as it comes because who knows what tomorrow holds. There you go. Dare I? I do. Oh, no I do not. I definitely use that for milk. Can't trust these dodgy stores. Well, regardless of what happens to the key light, I'll be able to report to Elgato one way or the other. I've never made spring roll pastry myself, and perhaps I never will. It feels like that's quite a few layers. But 2 Point Museum, give it a go. Oh, tore that one. That's okay. I don't remember it being this difficult. That'll be okay. Whoa. Three. Well, I'll do one more, and then we'll move on with our lives. Steady. Maybe I didn't wait long enough. So it seems like a fair bit easier. Yeah, I didn't have time to watch any videos. There was some like corner fold sort of stuff going on. Oh, right. I was into peel. Oh, yeah. That. Well, next time. I guess there's not much of. What are we in? 1 hour. We've got an hour to go. But next time, I will. Oh, I feel like I could do one more. Rolling it back. I can see. Feels like kind of like a pancake at this stage. Oh. No. I think I just had to wait a little bit longer as well. Bam. Oh. I wonder, because it says. Do not refreeze once defrosted. Seems like a waste. Yeah, maybe that's a good question. Maybe you're just expected to make 20.
I guess you could make them
And then freeze them, yeah, that's it. God. Oh, man, I want to do that, but... Yeah, I'm with Boomshine on this one. At least, at the very least, just for an experiment. Let's just go in... these can go... Maybe it's just a scam to get you buying more. That's how they get you. Now, my mortal enemy, Glad Wrap. Minecraft.buzzme.com. At least that should be. That should do it. Alright, put it in and see what happens. No, the address is minecraft.bosmia.com. And you can call the name as whatever you want. I set up a reverse proxy. I'm not sure why this is not. I feel like this should be at pressure by now. Maybe it's because it's cold? Well, let's get some oil. Heat the oil. Ads are starting, we'll go BRB.
Mom? Spot. Well, they were on the air.
Like an air.
What are you building?
It's our house. Can't you tell?
Yes, but you haven't finished it.
What did I forget?
What's this room?
That's the center where I go to school.
And this?
Where the computer lives. And where I go to sleep. And where you and Daddy sleep. And where we go to swim. What did I...
Well, you left out the room where you're supposed to scrub behind your ears.
Oh, yeah. Does the computer know everything? I mean, like how many times to exercise and all.
I haven't the faintest notion. That's just too much for your old mother to understand.
Old? You're not so old.
Well, I'll be 44 next year.
That's not so old.
Not anymore.
What year is it now? I forgot.
Here, I'll show you.
(1999 AD). More than a generation away, and yet dreams travel faster than light. And even arcs are like this, the oldest, strongest natural shape known. Hexagon modules that grow with a family's size and interests. Michael Shore, 45, husband, father, is an astrophysicist. Several days each week, he commutes to a distant laboratory where he's engaged in the Mars 1 project, the colonization of the first planet. His minor in the some 10 years he attended a Midwestern university was botany. It is one of his many continuing hobbies. He is engrossed on this sunny morning in the study of the cellular structure of a new exotic fruit tree. Hopefully, his experiments will produce a giant peach with a thick protective skin much like that of a tangerine. This is one of the many 21st century devices or appliances that are part of the everyday life of the Shaw family. This workbench with its electronic screen enables Michael to call up photographic sections of the two parent fruit trees from which he began his experiments 3 years ago. At that time, he stored the two photographic images in the central home computer, which is secretary, librarian, banker, teacher, medical technician, bridge partner, and all-around servant in this house of tomorrow. All pertinent information about this family, its records, its tastes, and reference material, is stored in these memory banks, available instantly to every member of the family. Master James Shaw, 8 years old, student, attends formal school 2 mornings a week. Much of his education, however, is carried on in a kind of education center within the home.
And so, an era that began 500 years earlier with Copernicus and Galileo ends as the first astronaut takes his first halting steps onto the shores of the moon and begins a...
Are programmed into the home computer and fed into teaching machines, which allow him to progress as rapidly as his awakening mind can absorb the audiovisual lessons.
This is Lecture 102. Galileo's life work, and indeed his personal character, can perhaps be examined by describing one of his early experiments. According to Aristotle, a body that falls possesses weight. Those that do not fall have no weight. Since air does not fall, it has no weight. Galileo decided to examine this conclusion in his own fashion.
Karen Ann Shaw, 43, wife, mother, part-time homemaker.
Hey, Mom, I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. How about lunch?
How about 2 minutes?
Okay, 2 minutes and counting. 120, 119,
All right, but you better not show up with a dirty face.
115, 113, 112,
Mike, how about chicken salad?
Ugh.
Cheese omelet?
Cheeseburger, some French fries, and a nice cold bottle of beer.
I'll see. cold roast beef?
Okay, be right there.
75, 74, 73. Thirty-nine, 38, 37, 36. Twenty, 19, 18, 17, 16. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
2.
And luncheon is served.
Split-second lunches, color-keyed disposable dishes, all part of the instant society of tomorrow, a society rich in leisure and taken for granted comforts. At the turn of the next century, most food will be stored frozen in individual portions. The computer will keep a running inventory on all foodstuffs and suggest daily menus based on the nutritional needs of the family. When the meal has been selected, the
Okay, this definitely is not kicking into pressure mode, but it's done what we need it to do. Oh, steam. Not the gaming client, the dinner. Oh. Let's get it out. I don't think I need something this big. I think we're going to go with a pot. Lid. Nope. Then we'll give that pot a wash and then put some rice in. Now this is pretty much ready to go. We'll just give it a second though. I think it's cooked off a lot of the moisture, which we can address. That's more like it. needs a clean, I think is what it is. Just making sure the ring seal is good. They did send a second one, so presumably it is a common fault. That looks alright though. Hui. Whoops. Oh yeah. Wolfie is here, and no, still some troubles on the tech front. How's it going, Wolfie? Yes. Enjoy my, what would you call it? Desert front location. We just had a bit of a misfire with the pressure cooker. That wasn't pressure cookering. It was just cookering. But it is all under control. Good. We've also made some spring rolls, which was also a bit more of a mission than I'd planned on. Well, that's what happens. Fairly quiet day today, actually. So we have cabbage, carrots, and water chestnuts and bamboo shoots and sprouts in this one. And I'm just going to get the music back online.
Hello.
Hello! Yeah, bamboo shoots are good. Outside.
Sorry, I got a phone call.
You're good.
She said outside.
So we have our green curry on the way. Shelby just got a phone call and is now out of hearing distance. So we'll try the pressure cooker again. It is, I mean, I can always boil rice. One more time, I think. Cool. Now let's make sure we hear a click this time. No, wait. Rice. The screen is fogged up too. I'm a bit suspicious. Well, while we wait for that, let's have a look at the curry and see flavor-wise what we need to know. Yep. Doesn't need any more heat. Awesome. Okay. Let us fry. Maybe I'll get a bowl. No. You're damn right I am. Pretty much there. And now we're just about to fry some spring rolls. And then our rice cooker is acting up, so I'm not entirely sure what the outcome is going to be. But we're getting close. It tastes pretty good too. But yeah, I'm just a bit sus on this cooker now. But there's nothing to be done about it. So let's fry ourselves some spring rolls. I was thinking about baking them, but I think deep fried is where it's at. What do you have, or what did you have for dinner? No shim. So I'm just going to cover this. In fact, I'm going to switch them because I want the oil to be closer to me. Tongs. I may only even need tongs. And are these going to be too wide? I'll do 2 at a time, I think. I'm not hearing it click in. Well, I'm just gonna say this probably doesn't taste as good as what you get at home. And we have rice. We have pressure. And also, how are you going on the earthquake front? I hope you and your loved ones are safe. Do you cook? No, I can't remember. It's not quite hot enough, actually. But lemongrass, galangal, garlic, onion, pepper, green chili, oil, and then with some chicken, and then we have bamboo shoots, sprouts, water chestnut, beans, green beans, and a little bit of broccoli, because that was what was in the fridge. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, that's got to be pretty scary stuff. We'll just give this a moment more. Now, because it used to tell me if it was a new chatter on stream, but it hasn't said you're a new chatter. So have you been here before? And are you a streamer? Also, feel free to self-promote. There was a story, there was a French Instagrammer girl, like influencer, and she got killed using a soda stream, like the bulb, the pressure of it exploded and then it killed her. So maybe I'll be the first person to die on stream tonight. Why does it tell you and not me? Let's hope that it's not the end of Buzzmoo's cooking show. You never know. But if you gotta go, go with a smile. More heat. Oh my god, they're coming apart. This went from a really simple stream to problems. Silence. Crisis averted. That's not hot enough. What's up, Has Jazz? I don't know if I'm in mod view. What the hell am I in? Thai beef is one of the spiciest things ever eaten in Thailand. It does look a bit grim. I'm concerned. Book and Kahul. Whoever they are. You know what? I'm going to spray these with water. Maybe that's. I think I didn't fold them properly. I should have. Let's do a forensic analysis. Actually, I can see it now. Yeah. Maybe they've just been sitting here for too long. What a challenging time. How's the soft and hard-shelled tacos going? Has Jazz? Yeah, I needed to have folded these in to the top. Yeah, they do, and they probably taste a lot like it too. That's the other good thing about tacos. They don't take all that long. That's just flavor, tomato. That's just flavor. There's only been I think 3 times. So I've been streaming actually, and I need to do a trailer for the next season. So I've been streaming for 4 years, and I think there's only been 3 times where I've made something that's gone so wrong that it was inedible. But because you guys can't taste it, you're none the wiser, right? Because they're friggin' artichokes. Where did I put my... So the artichokes... I wish I had a clip, because I just had to pretend. What else went wrong recently? I mean, that is a spring roll. It mostly rolled. A spring slightly untucked is what I'm going to call it. But I think that's getting there. Oh yeah, that was a mistake. This is canola oil. Yeah, the coffee bean grinder, man. That's one of the ways to go for sure. Absolutely. Oh, this one looks a bit big. Oh. Steady. Just going to turn down the heat a little bit. Yep. Okay. crisis averted. Okay. How are we doing for time? We are at 1 hour and 40 minutes. We will be done, as usual, within 2 hours, I believe. So rice is another thing here, on the assumption that this has worked. Using a rice cooker, open it, fluff it up, leave it open, let a lot of steam come out, put the lid back on. So even though it says it's done here, is like per the recipe, fluff it up and let it steam. You won't regret it. I have to flip these over. From a food safety perspective, this kind of doesn't matter because it's all just vegetables on the inside, so no big deal on that front. And then this weekend we've got family dinner here, so Ding Bottom, Has Jazz, Lollipops, Boom Shine, Mum, Shelley, and we're going to do Turkish. Won't stream that one, but I've been pretty pleased with the quality of the Turkish that I've been getting out of the new Weber, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, tomato, you've got it right, tomato. Dipping sauce is just going to be out of the bottle. It'll be sweet chili sauce. Didn't want to, ow, it's hot, oh, it burns. Oh, hot oil burns like napalm. Oh. Alright, there you go. Still have chickens, yep. In fact, I emptied the chicken coop today, gave it a good old clean out, autumn cleaning. So much chicken poop. So yeah, they're happy. They're digging up my celery as we speak. Too hot. They've stopped laying once we move into the cooler water air. No rice or potato. I mean, it's pretty high carb stuff. And I've moved the poop to the garden, indeed I have. I'm not eating nearly as much carbs these days. And my tum-tum is grateful. Where's my tongs? I think it's like store-bought bread, like your Helga's, your Tony Abbott's bakery. I'll do a fair bit more whole grain stuff. And for lunch, it's kind of like a ploughman, so like I have some like pickled like gherkins, some onions, a little bit of cheese and tomatoes, whole tomatoes, and an avocado, and some nuts. And then a fruit salad, so like rock melon, watermelon, and a few straws. That's sort of how I've been doing it. All right. Let us get this out. I think we'll call these rustic spring rolls. These are from the farmlands of Thailand. It's a hell of a lot easier in summer, that's for sure. Like even in the space of, because what are we? Like 1 month into autumn, and almost instantly my vegetable intake has changed for the worse. Let's warm these up. Dippins us. Oh, and then some coriander. That's right. Almost got my microphone. I got my my lanyard got caught on the door handle during the break, and so I walked out, and then it pulled my whole transmitter off my apron. So I bought a backup for that reason. Oh yes. Yeah, the avocados for me, like avocados, like cashews, almonds. These are so avocado season. Hass avocado season has finished here in Australia. So we're down to the shepherd avocados, which I got nothing against. They're harder to tell when they're ripe. In fact, you can see that I've cut this one open and determined that it was not ripe. So hopefully that's fine. But a lot of protein and vegetable fats in these. Sweet and sour. Oh, is this what it is? Actually, maybe one day I should make some sweet chili sauce. That's right, I didn't like this because it didn't have the bits. And the rest will be for the chickens. Whoop. Oh, splash. Drop some water in the frying oil. That's a dangerous game. and a bit of coriander. And that is, what is it? It's Thai green curry. Yeah. Yeah, it does look good. So, loosely based on Rick Stein's paste recipe, and then with some improvisations, and then narrowly averted disaster. And then we have our spring ruffles, the rufflecopters. So what is this? What are we at? 5:51. So 1 hour and 50 minutes. See you in 5 minutes. I'm gonna get an older spring roll and see what all the fuss is about. I'm just a little bit worried about how much high pressure, high temperature oil is in here. That's good spring roll. Yep. If I had planned ahead a little bit better, we would have I probably would have minced some prawns into it. Oh. You just have to come back on Wednesday, Dingbottom. Try again. Let's see. What the dealio is. Yeah. Yeah, that's Thai green curry. So the chicken didn't come out. Oh, actually, that's better than what it was before. The reason why I was using the pressure cooker, apart from it was frozen, keeps a lot more moisture in the meat. But because the pressure cooker isn't working, or it wasn't working, it is a little bit tough. I normally wouldn't have used, I would normally use thigh. Yeah, that's good. Oh, onyx. Tomatoes out. And gonna get focused. That is the spirit. Yeah, absolutely. Keep us in the loop. Ah, that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna call that done. I'm moving the streams, so cancelling Fridays, we're going back to Mondays and Wednesdays. So Wednesday will be the next stream. Do not know what is on the menu, but there's only one way to find out, and that is to tune in. Oh, just got a bit of bamboo shoot. Loving it. Much love to mutt. So everyone have a good weekend. Good evening. Stay safe. Thanks for your participation. Jump into the Minecraft server if you haven't already. And we will catch you again on Wednesday. I've got nothing else. So we'll leave it there. Yeah. Bye for now.